Day marker, Persuasion review, guys. Let's get right to it. Action. What's going on, Alamo City Movie Talk fans? I'm Ryan D, aka Ryan680.
I'm Angela, and
this is Alamo City Movie Talk for movie fans, guys. You've been in movie world right into your ears, devices. Thank you for making us a part of your day. Angela, what review are we doing today?
So we are reviewing Netflix's Persuasion.
Persuasion starring Dakota Johnson, ladies and gentlemen. And, you know, this synopsis reads, 8 years after Anne Elliot was persuaded not to marry a dashing man of humble origins, which in those times meant not wealthy. Yeah, they met again. Well, she sees her second chance at true love. Drama, definitely drama, romance. This had all the bells and whistles here when it comes down to like romantic feel, dramatic presence here.
Definitely a timepiece because it's set in like I think like the 1800s.
And I love timepieces. I really do. I love timepieces.
I'm a little iffy on them.
Yeah, but with this certain, with this certain movie though, I was not happy with the outcome of this film. I really enjoyed certain aspects of it, of course, was the whole elements of the whole, the English language, the proper English language, the old English language. I enjoyed that a lot. I did. Dakota Johnson in here, we've seen her obviously in 50 Shades of Grey. We've seen her in other stuff. She's casted to be in the Mark Webb in the movie. She's going to be Madam Webb in the Spider-Man universe, knowing that she's going to be casted in this Sonyverse, that they're trying to do right now. And she's getting a lot of projects. She's getting a lot of work out of it. And I love that. I'm happy for her. I really am. This is an Austin native, Texan native here. So I'm support that because she's a Texan and everything. But at the same time, though, I kind of feel that, I don't know. It's just this movie, she narrates this whole movie, and I don't mind narrating. I don't. I know you always say you have a problem with it.
And we're going to preface this that we haven't read the Jane Austen novel.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I don't know if that's the way the novel's set up, that it's like a third-party narration. But in this film, I didn't care for it like you didn't care for it that much. And I'm going to add to that. I know you really like Dakota Johnson. I don't actually like her as an actress.
Well, you like the guy, which is not surprising to me.
Because he was better. It's just my opinion. Yeah. No, I mean, she's done so many different works. Yeah. I know a lot of people.
Richard Grant was in here too?
I know a lot of people, really like her style and everything. Yeah. Me, she's not my favorite, but it wasn't too bad in this film. I just liked other actors better.
Yeah, definitely. I enjoyed Richard Grant's humor in here. He was very himself in this movie here, and it's so used to his comedy. And granted, this is not a rom-com whatsoever. I know I said that in the beginning, but because I just maybe this would have been better as a rom-com. I don't know. You never know.
I disagree with you.
I don't know. To be honest, I'm at a point of time for this movie. That anything, I'll believe anything could have made it better. Zombies should have showed up and they could have made this movie a little bit better. But again, that's just my point of view here. Persuasion really kind of tries to grow that essence of Gossip Girl, and it does it terribly. I hate it. I really do. I hate it. It's almost, and not to say the least, but it kind of resembles Pride and Prejudice. I enjoyed that movie so much, and it was I'm not gonna say similar because that's gonna criticize Pride and Prejudice, but it was somewhat of the same, not really, but it tried to capture that, and it really did it vaguely.
I feel like it was trying to be like Lady Bridgerton, or Bridgerton. So I feel like that it was trying to have that like romance feel. But I feel like it didn't really quite execute it as well. Yeah. Granted, it is a movie versus a series, completely different. But the feel of it, the direction, it was very slow in my opinion. Yeah. Super frustrating to see like the whole movie of like, oh, why can't you just admit you have feelings? Like life gets in the way, right?
Yeah, and
so
it does. Yeah,
I think it's just frustrating because we can all relate to that,
Yeah, definitely.
But I think it was just too slow in my opinion.
Definitely.
I gotta say, I'm a crier. I cry in a lot of movies. I cry in Disney movies. I cry in a lot of those sappy.
Yeah, you do.
I know, I do. I admit that. But this movie, I didn't feel or develop an emotional connection to any of the characters. So when that super sweet, like climax moment that happened, I didn't find myself crying. I did care for some of the characters, but I just didn't find myself like emotionally invested as other movies. And that, again, I think it's because it was a little bit slower. I didn't really get as much from the characters as I wanted to. I know, like, you know, some of them had their moments. Like the sister was funny. The younger sister, Mary, was funny. But I really wanted to connect more with you know, especially the main characters.
Yeah,
you know?
Definitely, of course.
I wanted to root for them.
At least for the lead cast here, at least. And okay, there's certain moments that I really did enjoy Dakota Johnson, like certain funny moments where she mentions certain things, and we're not going to mention because that's obviously a spoiler. But it's like, it doesn't really spoil the movie, but. You know, to each his own to this certain degree of a film. It's definitely a movie that it is very slow. It's very unpaced. It's very undirected, I would say. I mean, it's sad to say that, but you know, I enjoyed Dakota Johnson's real small little comedy bits in this movie. I enjoyed that. But to say it was an enjoyable movie, I'm gonna have to say no. I didn't care about these characters. I didn't care about any of these characters one bit, and it's sad to say I am. I'll admit it. I'm mad that the movie was. I'm trying to put it lightly, right? I'm mad that the movie was this bad, this flawed. I really am because I'm very disappointed that a movie of this caliber, and you know, it's not. But at the same time, though, I'm just like, it's a Netflix movie. You know, they're kind of on an offbeat rant. I mean, they're kind of like, oh, this one's good, the Adam Sandler one. Then they come out with another one. It's like, oh my gosh, it's all over the place with these movies, and they're just like, oh, let's make a movie about this Holder. Oh yeah,
well, okay. To be fair, though, I'm pretty sure this novel is extremely good.
Oh yeah,
because the writer has produced very distinguished novels in her time, and classics to this day. So I feel like it's not,
but it's gonna fall into that realm of like the books always. I mean, we always know that Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, they always say the book's always better. If you want more detail, it's always gonna be the book or / the movies. Granted, there's certain situations like Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter where it's like sometimes the movies are a little bit, not necessarily better, but they're very enjoyable. They really are. Lord of the Rings, very enjoyable.
I'll just agree with you. I enjoyed the film, but was it my favorite? No. Was it exceptionally done well? No, I don't think so. It could have been done a lot better. Like you said, there are flaws in it, in the storytelling. But I overall thought it was pretty good. You know, I enjoyed the cast. I liked that, you know, Henry Golding was in there. And I haven't seen him in a major role personally since Crazy Rich Asians. I didn't see Snake Eyes, but I saw him in Crazy Rich Asians, loved him.
Definitely.
But I really enjoyed, like, you know, I think their chemistry between the main two characters is a little off, but I enjoyed a lot of the cast in their own individual moments. Like
nothing felt in tune with each other. I would say in my opinion, it didn't feel it felt very unnatural, I guess, in that realm. Again, though, I could be reading it way too much. Ryan, what are you talking about? You're too critical. I'm just being honest here. Everything wasn't flowing right.
Well, I enjoyed the banter between the sisters. I thought that was so funny. I don't have sisters. I have one brother, but I feel like if we were to banter, that would be
it.
I get it. But I really liked, you know, overall the film. Could it have been better? Sure.
Oh yeah, this movie could have been way better. Was this the fun that we deserved? No. I'm gonna say politely no, for obvious reasons, right? I mean, I already listed them already. It sucks because I don't want to see a bad. You never. Okay, here's the idea of the just me, guys. No one else. No, you could say your input too, but it's like, here's the thing. When I go into a movie, and I'll mention it every time I mention a terrible movie. Just because I'm an official press critic or anything like that doesn't necessarily mean, I'm going in like, this is going to be an awesome movie. You can be biased at times. Of course, we're human. We're going to be biased at certain properties, certain things. Like for me, it's the Batman. I know, I already know. But again, though, I know I'm going to love this movie, but I'm also have a more strict, I would say I give it a more strict critique because I love it. And same with Star Wars.
You are
way more critical when it comes to these properties. So again, though, that's what I'm saying. It's just like, I love them, but at the same time, I'm very critical. It's like, it needs to do like this. And that's the thing is that,
I feel like that's the reason why, because you have invested into like the comics, you have invested into the books, so I feel like this is the same. Like if you've read the book, you may not necessarily like the movie, because again, like you say, like,
and similar
we never.
Emma was a lot better than this one movie, though.
I never saw that, so I apologize.
Emma was a lot better than this movie. I would say that 100 times better than this movie. I could watch Emma 3-4 times before watching this movie ever again. I'm just saying, it's terrible to think like that, and it really is. You don't ever want to be involved in a project where critics are really digging in and all that stuff. But, this is the outcome of it. And, I didn't like it. And put on comments down below. Maybe you really did enjoy this movie. Or maybe we are totally right. And you're like, the book is so much better. Put on comments down below, because I'm pretty sure that's the case for this movie, guys. Ratings 1 out of 10, 10 being the highest, Angela. I'm going to have to give this a rating of 2. It's sad to say 2. The only reason why I'm leaving it a 2 is because I was amused on certain points where Dakota Johnson was making these small funnies here and there, and I enjoyed them so much. And it really, for me, which is funny because I'm very critique when it comes to comedy, but the comedy kept me going. It
had its moments. It's not a comedy, but it had its moments.
And that's the thing too. It's weird. I'm relying on the comedy when it has very light comedy in it, and it's a drama and a romantic, which is weird because I'm a sucker for drama romantic movies. You know that. You
are, and I am not.
Yeah.
I would give it a 6 because,
wow.
Again, that's
a really high rating.
I disagree with you.
I'm very surprised.
I enjoyed it. I would watch it again. Now, was it my favorite movie? Absolutely not.
I'm very surprised.
But I actually enjoyed it. I disagree with you. I think that it was, not as bad as you say it is. And your opinion, totally fine. But my opinion is I gave it hit me a little bit more, made a little bit more impact on me. Am I curious to read the novel and see how it compares? Absolutely.
Definitely.
Let me know.
Yeah.
But I think it is one of those things where the book is definitely a lot better than this movie.
I guarantee that. I'm not even going to argue about that. Would we recommend this movie? I don't know. It's right now we're at an average rating of 4. So because we're not even above average or around the average point, per se,
slightly below.
I'm gonna have to say no. It's just because we're not even at an average point right now.
And it's really like on your thing, like again, 18th, 19th century movies or time periods. It's not my cup of tea.
Which I'm very surprised because I enjoy those. I enjoyed those artistic films. I enjoyed that era. I enjoyed the language so much. So I really do. It's just like bloody hell. It's just like it's just all that whole proper language that I really do love. Even when the British cuss, it sounds polite. Like I love that. I really do. I really enjoy. I enjoyed the language. I'll say that. I enjoyed the language a lot. I love the language. Let's just say that. I love the old English language that they spoke. I'll leave it at that.
I just like the way they dress. They dress really nice, especially like the upper class in that time. But anyways, I would say if you are intrigued by it, maybe give it a chance. But keep in mind, be warned.
It's very slow paced.
Don't have these like high expectations of it. You may be disappointed.
Yeah.
But if you do love it, if it's 10 for you, that's really great. Let us know.
Definitely, guys. Put on comments down below. What did you think of the movie down below, guys? And thank you so much. If you haven't already, like, share, subscribe to our podcast. Subscribe whether you listen to a podcast form or YouTube. Hit that subscribe button. Get the little bell notification. And let us know in the comments down below what other reviews. Maybe you have a review that you want us to review. Let us know in the comments down below. Other reactions, other stuff, other critiques. And let us know, man. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you for making us a part of your day. As always, I'm your host, Ryan D. Ryan680.
I'm Angela, that cat Ange.
And this is Alamo City Movie Talk, guys. Thank you so much, and stay safe, San Antonio. Catch you later, guys. Peace.